everybody, I hope you're having a great day. This is my first YouTube video and I thought I'd take a shot at it. Why not? I'm just trying to get down to the river, down our steps without tripping because we have snow and it's cold. I live in Central Oregon, so yeah, it's cold. Anyway, I just decided I would take a shot at this, and I mean, I have a lot of things I could talk about. My name is Kim. I'm 42, and yeah, so I don't know, I thought maybe I'd just ask for people suggestions on what they'd like to hear about. You know, I was born in Alaska. My dad's a fisherman, and we moved back and forth from Oregon to there until I was 12, and then we moved to Oregon for good. But anyway, I don't need all that stuff. But I live with really bad chronic pain. I'm 42, and I was born with back stuff, but I did chiropractic from the age of 10. I did chiropractic, physical therapy. I was active in dance and sports and all that stuff. I coached sports when I was older. And then, unfortunately, in my late 20s, the back problems became serious, and I ended up, by 29, unable to work, and I had 4 back surgeries back to back to back, and they're failed, and now it's just the other stuff wrong is like progressive stuff that you just can't fix. So yeah, it's been rough. And at that same time, my parents had split up right before, and my dad left for another woman, and she was awful. We all knew what she was with him for, and of course she proved that now because she did leave. But anyway, besides that, but she wouldn't let him help, nothing at all. And my mom, she was a wreck, you know, they were high school sweethearts and stuff. So yeah, I had like nobody going through all that. And so yeah, I got into relationships that were bad that I never probably would have got into, because I was spoke to pretty harshly from my family. Like, yeah, I'm still dealing with that because it still goes on, you know. It's not as bad, but it's still bad enough to really be painful and hurtful. You know, my sister the other day was, oh, I wish I had your life. You know, she was going through stuff, and I'm like, I would trade to have your life and to, you know, to be able to work, have my own money, even if it was crappy jobs I had. I don't care. I would take that back any day, any day. I suffer with anxiety, you know, obviously now, never did before. Anyway, I'm on methadone, so if anybody can relate to that, they know how that stuff goes, and I'm not ashamed of it at all. I had to take my health and what was going on in my life into my own hands. I mean, with everything that's going on in the United States, especially with the opioid epidemic, and after even though the CDC came back and said, oh, our stat, you know, it was more about the street drugs and deaths like that. It's too late. It's bad, and it's getting worse and worse day by day. And when I came back, I was in Arizona for 6 years, and I just got back last July. And Oregon is really bad. Like, they're not even like prescribing and pain management and stuff now. And it's like, that's why I'm so thankful I made the choice to go to methadone, because God, man, all the pills that they put you on, and oh my Lord, I was on so many at one time. It's crazy. And I've got myself down to just my methadone, gabapentin, blood pressure, and then an over-the-counter acid, you know, reducer thing, heartburn thing. That's it. And compared to what it used to be, yeah, that's really good for me. So I'm really happy about that, because none of the meds ever really worked, and I had a doctor who actually put me on methadone. And for the first time way back then, again, I started having some sort of life that was worth living again. And then he retired, and of course, yeah, and I've had to move so many times, so I have to start over all the time. And anybody who experiences what I've had to experience knows what that is like and what that does. So man, I'm going through it right now, actually, and I feel so defeated in a way, and I don't want to give up, but man, it's like I've been in survival mode for 13 years, and when you're just in constant survival mode, but you know, there's been some really good things. Luckily, you know, and I've also had some pretty crazy story times that I will save for other videos that are actually kind of embarrassing, but you know, hey, we all make mistakes, and I'm one to stand on, like, you gotta own what you do. Yes, you do. Because how can you grow or change or anything if you cannot own and deal with things that you did that you're just like, oh my gosh, that's so not me, that's not my character, I can't believe I did that. But you know, sometimes when we're desperate or we're just not in good headspace, I mean, yeah, you know, we can really, I acted out. I really started acting out when my dad, like, all that stuff that was going on. So I started acting out because I just wanted somebody to understand and stop kicking me out. I mean, they weren't kicking me while I was down. They were stomping on me while I was down, and have been. Although I'd say they're more kicking me now, not so much stomping on me, but yeah. And I just come from a family that's just, they can be kind of, you know, negative, I should say. Like recently, I won an iPhone 12. Do I get a congratulate? Oh, that's really cool. That's awesome. Good for you. What I got was, you're being scammed. Don't give them your credit card. Don't give a credit card number. Don't. No crap. You think I'm so stupid that I can't tell when something's a scam? What? Thanks. That makes me feel awesome. And so then when it figured out it wasn't a scam, and I got offered a cash prize instead, which was less than what the phone was worth. And for me, I don't have money, I don't have an income, I've been fighting with disability, and I have to start all over, and that, oh, it's a whole mess. And so then, since I didn't take, the phone, I've had to use hand-me-down phones, things like that. So to have a nice newer phone, yeah, that doesn't get to happen for me. So, you know, I had an iPhone 7 Plus, I think is what I had. It was my mom's, an old one. So, of course, I'm going to want the iPhone 12. And I've been talking about wanting to start a YouTube channel and get more serious about, you know, social media stuff and give it a try. Because I've spent a lot of time alone, all the time I have for years. It's changed me a lot. I've also had some really bad car accidents that, where I had some, you know, bad concussions. I even fractured my skull, and the hospital missed it and sent me home. Yeah, that was nice. So I had bleeding in my brain and stuff. They were calling my phone like crazy, but my phone was still in the car. So I didn't know until my mom let me know. And I still didn't call when she told me to call them. I waited a while. And then when I called, the nurse, they were like, knew who I was. And they're like, yeah, hold on, let's get the doctor. So, yeah, that's just awesome. Anyway, so I know like that, and the meds have changed me, and I can ramble. So this is really gonna be a good test for me to try not to do that and just get to the point, I guess. So here I am doing that. So yeah, some crazy story times about when I was acting out, car wrecks, like every day with one. Oh, I'll have to tell you guys sometime when I literally wrecked my car every day for a week, and the first two were in the very same spot. Just a little bit different. Oh gosh, oh my lord. So yeah, I'll have to save these type of story times for other videos, but I just wanted to introduce myself, kind of talk about my experiences and what I've been through, and kind of ask too, like, what kind of subjects do you all want to talk about? What do you want to know? Like, let me know. And, you know, I'm going to do my best to put a lot of effort into this and make uploads, you know, on a regular basis on certain days. I'll have to figure that out. But I just want to get this first one out. So, yeah, but I was, on the methadone, I was just saying too, though, that, yeah, eventually, so after all, you know, after he left and all these other doctors and having to move and all the crap like that, I ended up, you know, in pain management, and they're not listening. So I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna go to a methadone clinic. And I was super embarrassed. I was super ashamed at first, you know, and for a long time, you know, because like, but you know, honestly, they treat us, the doctors anymore, pharmacists, they treat us like we're addicts anyway. So why don't I go somewhere to get the medication that I know is gonna give me some sort of life? So I did. And I'm so thankful for that, you know. I've never had any problems. I have my monthly take-homes. In fact, when I moved to Oregon, thankfully, well, I have a story about that too, if anybody wants to really hear about it. I have to travel once a month, and I go 3 hours one way. Mind you, we have to go over passes, so there's snow, even more snow and ice. So it takes even longer with that. And so, yeah. So that's what I have to do, because the ones closer have dose caps. And we all know, if anybody in this same situation like that, we all know if there's dose caps, they're not doing it for the right reasons. The science behind it and everything. You know, everybody's body is different. That's why we're all on different doses and whatnot. And so anyway, the clinic I have to go to, even though it's super far, they are awesome. I'm so scared. In fact, I was afraid to move back from Arizona, even though I had no choice. But that was my biggest fear, is because I had such a great relationship with the clinic I was at. And I was so afraid when I have heard the stories I've heard about moving and what I was going to experience. And they've been amazing. They totally work with me with the fact that I live so far. And they understand too, because I had years under my belt with no, you know, nothing bad. So I've always followed the rules and did, you know, I don't do any other substances like that. And, you know, no offense to anybody. And I'm not innocent, trust me. I've had periods in my life where I had touched things that I shouldn't have been touching, but I can't handle it. So I can never like function like that. But I'm just saying, like, yeah. And to me, this became like, this is my last option, Kim. This is it. You cannot mess this up, because, you know, this is your last option to have some sort of type of life. And it has. So that's why I do not look back. And especially since coming to Oregon, and I got put on a different form of it, which is more like when I was put on the pill form of it. And now I'm back to myself. I'm clear-headed, more energy, all that good stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at with all this. Yeah, but I just kind of wanted to do my first video, I guess. It's kind of exciting. Give you a little shot of, wait, I gotta do it like this because I have it facing me. So this is literally our backyard. In the summers, I float down this. I just literally go up the road, I don't even know, not very far at all. And there's a beautiful, oh, you can't even see it. Oh, Lord. I'm not doing it right. Hopefully now that's right. But yeah, there you go. There's a shot of the river in our backyard. I hope you got it. I'm not, like I said, here's kind of some of it. Maybe I should have done that to begin with. So, oh well, so just bear with me, please, people. Since I'm new at this and the whole editing thing, that scares me. So I don't know how to do all that, but I'll have to learn. But right now, I'm just gonna try and do, you know, one take, because I don't know how to do all that. And I'm gonna do my best though at learning and, you know, getting a hang of this. So yeah, like I said, I have some really embarrassing, but funny, now it's funny, story times that I will save. And for people who want to judge me, oh well, I have to let that go. I have been somebody always that is so worried about what, you know, because I'm so nice to everyone. I don't judge anyone else, so I expect the same back. And boy, you know, it's a cold world, isn't it? Sure is. And what we're going through right now in this world, so sad. So sad. Everything. Ukraine, I can't even almost talk about because I'll start crying. Watching some of the footage I've seen and the kids. Oh, God. I don't even have kids, and I wanted them, but all this stuff made that impossible for me. So, yeah, that didn't get to happen. But, you know, I'm 42 and I would hope one day to be really settled and maybe adopt or foster. I don't know, you know, that is my goal, to help, you know. So too many people do that stuff for the wrong reasons, and then the poor child, they're already gone through traumatic stuff, and then they get put in homes where it's just awful. And so if I can save some, then, you know, I've done my part. So, and I'm sorry for all the shaking and moving around. I'm so cold, right? My hands are frozen. Even I got these little things on. I should have put gloves on, but I'm not married. But so for people that see the ring and think that I'm not, I wear it for, I got that for personal reasons, but for me, it means something to me. But yeah, anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I feel like such a dork. But I guess we have to kind of, like, you know, not drop that. If you're gonna do this, you have to be completely vulnerable. I can't say that for some reason. That's one thing I definitely know, that the brain injury, like, stuff I had, like, changing, because I'll, like, know words, and as I go to say, I completely forget. I can't even explain what I'm trying to say to get the right word. I hate it, and it's embarrassing, but it happens. And yeah, happens more, I think, when I'm nervous. So because I am actually shy, I am really shy around other people. So anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, getting to know who I am a little bit, and that you will love to follow my stories and what I have to say, because I do have a lot to say, and I've been through a lot, and I'm still here, you know. I'm still here trying to stay strong, you know, and overcome a lot of the, gosh, my big forehead, trying to overcome a lot of what I've gone through, you know, and what I still go through, and just the limited support I get from my family. You know, my grandparents are everything. They've been the only ones there for me. That's where I live. I'm not going to say I haven't had other people there for me. I don't want to act like nobody else was necessarily there. It's just the emotional and mental part of all this has not. And definitely, like, after surgeries, no. Do you think I had any, like, my family say, hey, you need to stay with us and while you heal? Nope. Absolutely not. So, yeah. Go through that kind of stuff was awful. And man, when I got the hardware put in my back, that surgery was no joke, no joke. And I guess there might be a time where they're gonna have to, because right now it would need to be, I need more hardware, but because my age and the fact I've had 4 surgeries, it is so, like, they don't want to open you back up. But I technically do need the very last, they need to add to the very last vertebrae in my spine, and then it also needs to go up. And even with that, it'll just keep spreading up. And in fact, it's spreading down. My neck has, every vertebrae in my neck has issues, and yeah, it's just hard. But, you know, I'm trying. I try. When I was in Arizona, those last 3 years were really hard, and I really was stuck in a bed. And now, you know, like, I'm working out. I'm literally working out again. Not like crazy like I used to be able to, but I do these workout videos called Walk From Home. And you do a lot in those. It's not just sitting there walking. You do other stuff. And the fact that I am doing that, and I do the 3 mile or the 5K one, I cry sometimes because I can't even believe it. But I have to stick with it, because if I give myself too much of a break, then it's really hard to start back over. So I learned my lesson with that. But the video is getting kind of long, and I'll just start rambling, so I might as well stop here. But yeah, so again, my name is Kim, and I will love to share my life with you all, you know, some part of my life, and yeah, and what I've been through and what I go through, and my methadone journey, and then my girl story time. Sorry, it just makes me laugh when I talk about, because when I tell these story times, yeah, I think that some of it, you'll get a good laugh too. So the things I do, oh boy. But anyway, I'm still here at least to tell them and own up to it, right? Oh well, if people want to judge me, they don't know my life. They don't, Oh well. But anyway, all right. Well, it's almost the 20-minute mark, so I really should say goodbye. I just wanted to give you a quick view of me and a quick little bio of me, and kind of ask too, is there something that you want to talk about? Maybe, you know, I didn't mention here that maybe I do know about, or I can look into it for you. I don't know, whatever. Just if you have ideas, let me know. I love the true crime stuff, but I don't know. I know like the really good true crime channels there, you know, they get all the, you know how to get the paperwork and all that stuff. And yeah, I don't know about that, but, so yeah, but I'll figure out what my niche is and, you know, go from there. So, all right, everybody. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, it is Sunday evening here. You can see the sun's going down. So, yeah, you have a beautiful rest of your night, and I will see you again. Again, my name is Kim. I sometimes go by your favorite Ginger. I don't know, but anyway. All right. Oh, quick little shout out to Coco and Eden. C-O-C-O and Eden, E-D-E-N. They are a small business, jewelry family business, and it's carbon neutral, and it's beautiful jewelry pieces. And I recently got asked to be an ambassador, so if you use my code Kimberly W, you'll get 20% off. So take a look at their site. I will post it in, you know, underneath the video here. And yeah, hopefully you'll find something you like. All right. Love you all. Bye.